The nation is making a positive economic rebound, but it may not be for long. Good evening and thanks for joining us.
The second quarter real gross domestic product, or GDP report, was just released. The GDP is used as a way to measure the value of goods and services produced by the economy. But the growth is not as significant as many had hoped.
And now, with the rapid spread of the Delta variant, this may pose some challenges for future growth. News 10's Hannah Fulman has more on how local economists are reacting.
During the second quarter of 2021, the United States saw a 6.5% growth in real gross domestic product. In normal circumstances, economists say this is a remarkable number. But during the recovery from a nationwide pandemic, many had hoped this number would be a lot higher. The nation is continuing its economic recovery after a difficult year. But the economic growth is not as remarkable as many economists had predicted.
Under any other circumstances, would be described as amazing, record-setting, right? Just like everything else in COVID needs context.
Many economists were expecting the nation's real GDP to see a growth of 8.5 to 9%, but it was only 6.5% for the second quarter. Dr. Robert Gill is an economic professor at Indiana State University. He says there are two main reasons the growth wasn't as high as initially anticipated. The first involves supply shortages.
Right now, basically what Delta is doing is slowing production down, particularly in East Asia.
The other reason for the smaller economic rebound involves the nationwide labor shortage.
It is harder for entities to get the workers they need. We might have a 9% growth economy if we had fewer labor shortages.
Local economists say the growth is still significant, but this positive trend may not last long. They say if the Delta variant spread becomes worse, this will likely bring challenges to both the nationwide and local economies.
If we get a variant that breaks through vaccines and causes severe illness, that would be a trigger for an economic consequence.
The second quarter GDP reports for the Wabash Valley will not be released for at least a couple of months. Dr. Gill says he expects the numbers to be similar to the national and statewide trends. When they are released, we will update you right here on air and online. Reporting in the studio, Hannah Fulman, News 10.